I'll be reacting to Gibiate Episode 6, and I'm starting my reaction in 1, 0, and go. Alright. Alright, I actually don't mind learning more info about him. Wonder what got him into the Giza. Okay, I ain't too bad considering the type of life he lived. Probably someone snitched on him. Going by that, someone probably snitched on him and he probably got rid of that individual. It's my guess. Oh. Figures that would have allowed him to escape. Huh. Holy. A shame that they can't render the creatures decently, not even in the stills though. Should have at least drew them for still shots. Okay, oh man. Ugh. How does the CG look worse than the previous episodes? But I do like how at the very least it got a little bit philosophical when it came to Stroll, even if it's just a tiny bit. Giving us more insight on him. That I do like. He's gonna be saved, Kathleen. There's no way she's gonna die this early. Trying to make it seem like she's gonna die. I think either Sensui or even the priest might save her. That's my guess. Because Kathleen is like prominently shown off in the opening. She was she was the first character shown in episode 1. And plus, considering the fact that the opening seems to have a lot of sequences utilized in the episodes themselves, there's just no way she's gonna die like that. Although, who knows, it could be completely wrong and it could pull a Madoka on us where it shows off character prominently in opening and it kills some of them off like this early on in the series. So I guess you could argue that, and you could also argue that episode 6 isn't that early, so they could still pull the trigger. But I still doubt it though. Nah, that's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna have stills, at least draw the creatures like in the opening. At least do that. But in saying that, I do want to know where this could lead though. I ain't gonna lie. Because they showed off the Yakuza member and at the start of the episode, I'm hoping that means, yeah, they look so menacing drawn, these creatures. I'm assuming that if they showed off the Yakuza boss member, he's probably going to factor into the plot, hopefully in this episode. If not, then that'd make the starting scene kind of pointless. Oh, it's a cute little squirrel. Aww. Aww. Oh, it's nice to actually see the dad, even though it's only for a small bit. Aww. Oh, okay. No, this is just a smile to my face. Oh, but nah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess he's gonna do it, or not. What? Oh, I thought for a second they were gonna actually spit liquids on him. That would have been a problem for him. If they could suddenly start spitting liquids that can infect you. Yeah, that's how I feel will be either Sensui or the priest because priest, since he has a thing for canceling his mother, or Sensui because he's got, I'd say, more of a connection with canceling than the others. Really? What is this? The 80s? Nah, that's like that wouldn't even be fair for the 80s. The 80s had better visuals than this. Like Cream Lemon, Osh No Joe, Saint said it had better animation than this. So I guess that wouldn't be fair. Oh, we got the badass chick now. I just wonder if she's from the past because they show her off a lot. Or she's just like, oh, really, really good companion in the modern era. Which I wouldn't mind. Oh, she's got to be a companion. I saw the chain. The military chain. So that's definitely got to be a modern day combatant, which, hey, I actually dig this. Okay, that was pretty boss. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, come on. I want to see more of the military chick, damn it. Oh, hey, don't get me wrong. I actually do like these flashbacks too, but, man. I just wonder how the father actually died, though. Hmm. I assume what happened, but if he was still around, he'd definitely be proud of Kathleen. Because she's done a good job of managing things for the most. Well, what happened to everyone in the background? Oh, shit. You see the formed arms, super triangular faces. Ugh. No, you know what? I feel like a documentary about Gibiate's production would be more interesting than the Gibiate anime itself. Oh. Oh, fuck. It's definitely one of the worst ways of going down. Oh. Mm. Hey, that's a positive perspective because yeah, that's perspective in the worst of situations. At the very least, get a nice sense of optimism because sometimes the worst of scenarios, you might think it will last forever, but sometimes it really doesn't. I guess it depends on the conflict. But in most cases, it doesn't last forever. Yes. Okay, that's a lucky shot. Oh. Oh, I thought for a second she was going to aim at Kathleen. Well, that's silly me. Cop? I thought she was a former military soldier. Just going for attacks and all that. But alright. Alright. Man, if only we could actually see them fight, but it's been happening mostly off screen. Oh, a hand-drawn creature! This is such a rarity in the series, but when it's hand-drawn, I like that. It took like 10 minutes, though. Seriously though, fights lack a sense of direction because you don't even see the characters try to sidestep, a dodge, move. They just stand in a single spot, and it feels like an RPG where they take a hit and then they attack back. This would be cool. Oh, okay. I was about to say this would be cool. We could see where she was aiming at. Thankfully, we do. Oh no. Alfred's sake, that was just inner damage instead of damage being by a straight Gibiate. It's kind of hard to tell because in this series, animation's like so fucking off. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes what's going on in the action. What is this? I know they're trying to present it running, but it looks like he's just on a freaking jog right now with this club. And even the continuity is off because he swings it. Swings it on the creature's right side, yet it looks like a jab when the priest stabs the Gibiate creature. It looks completely off the animation when it comes to continuity. Wow. Just running towards them and slicing them. That is such creativity there. Now it feels like I'm watching a fucking side-scrolling video game. One of those low-budget side-scroll video games from like the 2000s. And not in a good way. That's it? Just draw a few stills and some flashing lights. I mean, I guess that's a step up above black screens and flashing lights of blue, I guess. Oh, so they actually bother drawing them when they're already dead. Bravo. They can't even make this into a freaking roll of cool series. A shame because the character designs are actually pretty damn beautiful. Oh, so that means pretty shy then. That's actually a cute little feature there. And you know, I like characters like Iron Man too, showing me that there's even bits of hope, even when everything's so dire and dim. Showing that even in the lowest moments of life, there can always be a small show of hope. Hey, she might as well. She's pretty strong. She'd be with a lot of strong people too that can help them out. And their end goal of trying to find a cure. So it could actually benefit Iron too. If I were them, I would be trying to pitch her. Oh, I guess it didn't take much. I mean, I guess it wouldn't because since when the others showed off their stuff. That's a good point. They could be attacked from many angles around the tunnel. Especially since we saw a lot of Gibiates that can just latch onto walls of their freaking spiders, roaches. I wonder where started laughing though. Was they gonna actually try to do something against Kathleen and her crew? Because that'd be like a one-way trip to suicide form. Oh, oh, never mind. I thought for a second our boy had his man and I in his left. I was like, yo, it's going in. I was actually gonna root for him. Never mind. All right. It made it seem like that though. I was like, damn, son, damn, making moves. Oh, no, he's gotta be more slow than that. But that's sweet though. I actually liked a little bit of humor though. She's, like I said, she was probably in the military. Is it really Gibiate though? Because if they were Gibiate, should have been infected if. Oh. She liked how she instantly breaks the ice to the mother. Oh. Ah. And that explains why Anime has so much. Well, like anyone would have fury against the Gibiate. Oh. One of you was the physically abusive type. Don't tell me the father is going to be related to them Yakuza boss that they saw in the previous episode. Okay, he's probably going to be related to the Yakuza boss that they mentioned at the start of the episode. Because they want to just have his documentary there. She's saying that now, but life has a funny way of bringing things you don't want to see back into life. That's just the way things are. Huh. Actually, wouldn't mind getting to see a flashback. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. I'm assuming he has a lot of scars in his body. Yeah, has to be that. But they're all in the back area though, because I'm assuming in the older days samurai had to fight in front. I mean, yeah, I gotta admit, scars do look manly as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. But they were on the back area though. Makes you wonder if they were maybe inflicted by his master as punishments. Oh my. I'm assuming this is how he's gonna be his master. Oh! Okay. Aww. Okay, this is actually pretty nice. Even though, again, the production values are shit, at the very least it's giving us some necessary characterization, so gotta credit for that. Okay, at least that explains where the scars came from, then some of them. Yeesh. And I like how it relates back to the Sensei's current situation in the hot springs too. It's nice seeing him determined and all that. Oh, so he kind of goes by the mindset of, oh no. I was hoping since his master would have been a man who would have died of like old age or something, but I wonder if it's cancer that was the disease he was going through, or kind of like how here it shows you how fragile life can be, because it can be completely badass, but if Mother Nature wants you dead, or destiny, you really can't avoid it. It's just the unfortunate thing. Well, at least they're relating how Sensei got involved in all this, at the very least. Oh, hell yeah, I was love seeing young Sensei. I was love seeing all both pressed. X-Men's already picked that up, then the old lady. Okay. Again, those type of details that normally you wouldn't really need in the series, but they actually enrich it a bit more. I actually like that little attention to detail. Actually, I was like BD thing. I'm assuming something bad's gonna happen though. Usually when it's credits like that in a Gibiate, gonna probably be her father. Oh, yo, I was on the money then. Oh shit, it is okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense why she was prominently shut off though. I don't think they would just show Ayame the fuck off for like no reason, and then they would show off her the Yakuza boss for no reason. They had to have been purpose. So I guess I was on the money there. But anyways, how am I gonna rate this episode? I mean, there were bits that were good. Actually, I liked learning a bit of Ayame's backstory, learning that her father was a piece of shit. It was nice to find out who her father was. And even though, well, yes, it was predictable as fuck as to who her father was, because this episode was pretty much just giving me like a warning saying, this is the father. This is the father. I still thought for the most part they built up well to it. So I'm going to give it credit for that. And and I'll put that on the list of positives. And I actually did like learning more about Sensui's past. So those are all elements that I'm like, okay, this was good. And even seeing a bit of Kathleen's father, it's like, it made him likable in the small amount of time he was in. And it made me feel for her. So there were cool things in this episode. But the second half was pretty good. The first half sucked balls, and that I can't ignore. For example, like, Gibiate, they advertised it on its action, yet its action sequences all look like fucking shit. There wasn't any animation at all. The CGI is getting worse somehow. And now every single time there's even a bit of action, it's just still shots, still shots, still shots, still shots. This is reminding me of Ninja Collection and hell. That's not a good thing. Whenever you're like reminding me of Ninja Collection, that is never a good thing. So visually, those are negatives. And the problem is, this is so intertwined, the series, with the visuals, considering that it's an action-based series. If one of the biggest elements is like action is botched, this is completely bad. That's why the first half kind of sucked, because that's all it was. And even Ayami's first moment when she was introduced, I was like, yeah, she's so badass, I like her. Her moment was done like, again, a montage of stills. So that's why from a story standpoint, first half was bad, second half was good, but the bad kind of outweighed the good though, that's the thing. From a character standpoint, it was positive. I thought Ayami was an interesting character. I thought her backstory having an abusive father and giving her motivation to hate Gibiate because her mother was killed was interesting. I'll give her credit for that. I liked, again, seeing Sensui's mask, even though it was for small bits. I thought he was a cool dude. So there were positive bits in the character standpoint. And then as for the animation art, I didn't even go there. We all know it was bad. I don't even need to beat that dead horse anymore. Voice performances were good, though. You can tell the actors are trying, even though the script is less than stellar. They're trying their best, and that I do appreciate. Especially Kathleen's actress, she did pretty good. And I am this too. I ain't gonna lie. So those are positives, but taking away sex consideration, if I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 2 being exceptional, it was a 4.75 out of 10. Because I expect more, especially from something from 2020. I expect something more. Because the action bits, they're supposed to at the very least be done decently. Now not even creative directing anymore. And that's why it cannot hit average. It was close to average, but in him botching up the first half, I cannot rate it average or anything higher than that. I'd be a freaking liar. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on Gibiate Episode 6. Be sure to comment down your thoughts and if you have my reaction in the comment section below. Rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and yes, I'll still react to Episode 7. I just hope it improves. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching my video. Have a great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.